Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone. We are from Group 13 Map Assignment. Today we are going to explain continuous ungrouped data, but we are doing in a different way. Hey everyone, I'm Akil. So I will be talking about continuous data. Let's take this village's weight as an example of continuous data. As you can see, the first one is 45.5 kg, the second one is 60.5 kg, the third is 50.5 kg, and the last one is 40.5 kg. You can see that all the data have a decimal numbers. But what is the difference between continuous data and discrete data? The main difference is that the continuous data have a decimal number rather than discrete data, which has a whole number. This is an example of discrete data. As you can see, there are 5 white sheep and 5 black sheep. They can be counted using whole numbers, but they can't be counted using decimal as that is not logical at all. Unless if I kill them. Kill them! And now that you understand the difference between continuous and discrete data, let's move on to the next point. Whee! Hello, man.
Oh, hi, Akil. It's good to see you again.
Now, do you have the data that I tasked you with?
Of course. Follow me over there. It's right inside here. You can take a look.
Let's see what you got for us.
So, for our assignment, we have collected data about daily T1 and T2 student average spending. The data is taken from 12 students. As you can see, the data is randomly organized, fitting for an ungrouped data assignment. So, what you're seeing right now is a raw data, and as you can see, it is hard to read. So, let's specify it to a more specific degree, mainly rounding it off to the nearest RM. Now, the data looks more cleaner and easier to read.
Interesting. So, what can we do with this data?
Well, let's first find the mode. Take a look at the data again. What is the most frequent occurring data?
I think it is 3.
That is true. A mode is a value that occur most often, very helpful as an average when there's 1 or 2 most common value.
Interesting. Is there anything else that we can do with the data?
Of course. And for that, we must go deeper into the caves. Follow me. I will lead the way.
Whoa! What is this?
This, my friend, is the formula that we can use to find the mean.
Huh? Mean? What is that?
Basically, mean is just adding all the numbers and dividing it by how many numbers in the data. So, the X bar represents the mean. You see the X bar there?
Oh, yeah, I see.
And the sigma X represents the sum of the data, and the N represents the total number of data. So, follow me inside. Take those 2 books. So, for the mean, based on the formula earlier, we just add all our data and divide it by the number of data, and we get the mean as shown.
Ah, I see. What about this other book?
Oh, the other book calculates the median of the data.
Median? Oh, that's the one where we find the middle value, right?
Exactly. To find median, first, we need to arrange data in ascending order. As you can see, the data is now arranged in ascending order. Now, we can use the formula 1 over 2 n plus 1 value. Since our n is 12, 1 over 2 12 plus 1 value would equal to 6.5 value. Taking this into our data that we have arranged in ascending order earlier, the value lies between 5 and 6. Therefore, taking the average between the two, 5 plus 6 divided by 2 is 5.5. That is our median. For the next part, let's go find Imran and Irshad. Irshad should be around here somewhere. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Irshad, I have brought you the median data. What can we do with this?
Awesome! Now we can find the Q1, Q3, and the interquartile range. First, we arrange the data in ascending order. To find Q1, we use the position formula 1 over 2, 6 plus 1, which is equal to 3.5. This means the value lies between the third and fourth data, which is 3 and 4. So we calculate the average, which is 3 plus 4 divided by 2, which is 3.5. Therefore, Q1 is equal to 3.5. Next, using the upper half of the data, we apply the same method. The value lies between 7 and 7, so the result is 7. Therefore, Q2 is 7.
Okay, so I'll be showing you how to calculate the interquartile range. Hold on, I'm just letting the machine do its thing. And it's done. So to calculate the interquartile range, here's the formula. Q3 minus Q1. And that's it. Ishat, where are you going? Look.
My head. What happened, guys? Oh no, my friends. What happened? Irshad, Imran, Akil, Lokman. No, what's that? Paper? 7? What's this?
From the previous explanation by my group members, we already learned about the data collected in our experiment. Now, I will explain to you about variance and standard deviation, which help us to understand how spread out the data values are from the mean. So, proceed to the second slide. It's about the variance formula. So, this is the variance formula. We should get the elements in sample, which is the x, and beside it is the sample mean, and the below is the sample of size. So, have you ever wondered what is the benefit of using the variance formula? So, the main function is to measure the data consistency, which when you use the variance formula, you either get the small variance or the large variance. The small is to show you the data are close to the mean, so it is more consistent. But if you get the large variance, it is mean the data are far from the mean, so it less consistent. So the second benefit is to help compare two data sets. Even if two groups have the same mean, variance will tell us which one is more stable. So for standard deviation, okay. So this is the formula for standard deviation. It likely the same as the variance. So the function for standard deviation is to show you the spread in original unit. So unlike variance, standard deviation is in the same unit as the data, so it is easier for you to understand it. For example, if marks are in percentage, standard deviation is also in percentage. So for the second benefit is to measure the risk of or variability. So it is often used in finance for investment risk, business analysis, and science experiments. So for the how we should use the formula, the first is the variance formula, and the second we would use the standard deviation formula. So by the information given, we already have the mean that is 5.83, the sigma x is 67.0, and the n is 12. So the first step, you have to use the variance formula. You have to fill in the information given, and by using a calculator, you will get the answer which is 340.16. So for the second, you have to use the standard deviation formula. The difference is you have to move out the power of 2 and it will become a power of fruit to previous answer. So the last answer we will get from by using a calculator that is 18.44. So that's all you have to understand about it.
That's all from us. Thank you for watching.